Tio has uh, LemonTio has just been like in the game for as long as Jackal has, and has been putting up some really good results, at least regionally. So hey, Jackal lost to Citadel just a month ago. Who's playing Ridley. He wasn't even playing Steve. He was playing Ridley. So anything can happen. Lemon Tio could pull out the win here, and that wouldn't be as big a surprise as you would think it would be.
Yeah, anything could happen. It's a very very interesting matchup. I would assume both these players know each other decently well because Fusion is every week, so you never really know what to expect going into this matchup. But we are expecting the Wolf Ditto. I think that wouldn't be a surprise, especially after what Tio just did against Hayes. So it's going to be interesting to see number one what both these players. Both these players do. The Wolf is going to be picked, possibly looking like maybe. Oh, the
Oh
Fox
no,
coming in.
Fox. Okay.
That is a very, very interesting character selection. I have not personally seen Theo's Fox, so this will be very interesting to watch.
Yes, I know Tio's kind of has experience with all the species. Wolf obviously being their first pick. Fox is the second, and then Falco is like a super like pocket deep in there kind of thing. But yeah, no, the LemonTio Fox hasn't reared its head in a while, I would say. So we are in for a good treat, something that hasn't happened recently, and this is off to a pretty good start for Tio. Was able to get the start of the damage here, getting these Fox combos here. Able to get 65% off of all these, up tilts theirs. Just doing what Wolf does, but a little bit quicker. LemonTio is definitely going to be the one that's going to controlling the pace of this neutral game to start here while they're jockeying for advantage. A missed tech there. That's going to lead to an up smash. Tio taking the lead here at the start of game number 1 of Winners Finals.
And that's just that pressure from Fox. Nair in the dash attack is exceptionally well, and just a huge part of Fox's kit, and just something you got to watch out for if you're Jackal. Just that pressure, good tech, but the tech roll read from Jackal showing why they're in this scenario and taking that first stock, off the board immediately to tie this game back up. But again, just realizing that we got to put on the pressure a little bit. They're huge combos coming in.
Luck.
Good jab block coming in as well. Just the pressure. Forwarder coming in, trying to find any more damage they can, because at this point, any sort of damage will be important against someone as good as Jackal. But right now, just trying to find their way. The up smash coming in to at least get LemonTio off of them, at least for now, but it will be important as we enter the middle of this game.
Yeah, this is slowly coming back into a more even game state. Jackal getting this damage racked up. That's the advantage of Wolf in this matchup, is that you only need a couple hits to kind of rack on damage, whereas Fox needs to get a couple together. Ooh, okay, able to roll out of the up smash that time, won't get caught. Trying to get this ledge guard situation here. Ooh, good F tilt's gonna catch the illusion, but Tio able to get the jump fair there, safely get back. Both these players now sitting at over 100%, falls out of the up smash, but it doesn't matter. Jackal's able to follow up with the back air, put Tio down to his last stock in game number 1 here, sitting with a pretty good advantage after what was a really strong start for Tio.
Yeah, it seemed like that was calculated coming in from Jackal. They wanted to do. Oh, but the down smash catching Jackal, trying to get back to ledge, but Tio just trying and willing to take that second stock off the board. But here comes the Fox combos, dash attack, Nair combos, such an important part. Even the downer being used, I know that's such a underrated use of their kit, but Jackal responding with some of their combos of their own. Missing the grab now is going to end up hurting Tio with more percent on the board. Just trying to finish this out now. Oh, unfortunately, the SD there to take game number 1. Unfortunate there.
You hate to see that, but Jackal really putting the pressure on there. Like LemonTio got like one good combo to start off that last stock situation. Jackal just needed one to eclipse the damage that Tio did, another one to put Tio into that threat range, and then Just yeah, the unfortunate SD from LemonTio to end that out, but probably just looking for the lower offstage recovery because Wolf, can't really cover low too well. So I see what Tio is going for. I see the vision. Unfortunately, just in a high pressure situation like that, when you're trying to go for a kind of risky maneuver, like going straight from above stage to a understage recovery, there's a lot of room for error, and you have to be like perfect on something like that. Speaking of being perfect, these nairs are coming out in the back air. That's gonna be like a tipper. That was basically a 0 to death there from Jackal. Come on, Jackal. I'm trying to talk about how that last game ended, and you're just saying no. We're on game 2 now. Focus here.
Yeah, what a start from Jackal. Just, realizing, hey, I'm trying to finish this as fast as possible. I gotta go. So maybe I think he's trying to speed run this a little bit more, just trying to just get in as fast as possible. But Tio putting up a strong fight as well, realizing that right now it's also about me, and I care too. I should be the one in the driver's seat. But right now, just the pressure from Jackal is a little bit too much to handle at this current point from, Tio. But right now, just trying to find any sort of missing the tech there, missing the get up attack as well. Up air coming in, not taking that stock, looking for the up smash, reading that, no tech, and off stage, huge laser pressure, and falling out of that forward tilt, and that is really unfortunate.
It sucks there because you saw how patient Jackal was being there, just like trying to wait for the right option, is able to get that stock with the back air there. But yeah, just the unfortunate thing of being a Smash character with a multi-hit move is that, characters can fall out of that, especially against someone like Fox, who's a really fast faller. Trying to get these multi-hit moves to connect can be a struggle sometimes. But Jackal is able to keep it up, almost adds Tio at over 100%. Yeah, and as I say that, over 100, forcing the deep recovery again. Jackal just playing safe and is able to get the up tilt, gets the kill sparks, but is not going to get the actual kill. Up smash there coming out from LemonTio is going to take that first stock off of Jackal. So at least Jackal doesn't have the rage to work with, but this is still going to be a mountain that LemonTio has to get over if he wants to take this to a even set count.
Yeah, and just the pressure from Jackal, just too much to handle right now. He has to get a grasp on it. He has to, at this point, it's going to be a miracle. Jackal looks like they are fully in control, getting a neutral arrow there, keeping them off stage, looking for that forward tilt, and getting another forward tilt to take that second game. 2-0 advantage for Jackal.
Yep, Jackal just playing it smart there, playing very slow, like having the lead, just being very, controlled, forcing Tio into the bad spots where they have to be the one to really make the move and respond in situations. So just good, solid play from Jackal there to close out the game. It's not going to fall victim to any, like reverse 3 stock there. And we're going right back to PS2 for game number 3 here. LemonTio being very safe right now, just pushing themselves back into ledge, trying to use these lasers to kind of rack on a little bit of damage, force Jackal to have to be the aggressor, and so far, not really working out. I was gonna say he's doing all right, but now Jackal's finally getting in, getting some hits, and LemonTio now sitting here with center stage control, trying to force the issue onto Jackal. Trying to, kind of be the one to play from ahead, but a great shield there on the illusion. Gonna get the jab. Now we're seeing a ledge guard situation. Great grab on the neutral get up. Gonna try to cover with the, oh no, unfortunate angle there from LemonTio is going to get that stock. Jackal trying to cover with the wolf flash, just putting so much pressure on the LemonTio that Tio trying to be a bit too safe with that angle.
Yeah, and that ended up costing them that first stock, especially in a game number 3 like this. Really having to take this game in order to stay alive in the winner's bracket. But the aggression, as I've said, from Jackal is just way too much for Tio to try to handle, especially off stage.
Ooh, yep.
These jump nairs are just so solid from Jackal, and just hard to handle if you're really anybody, because You got to find a way. Missing that tech. Oh, I know what he was trying to do there, but
Yeah.
not getting it there. But, oh, good tech read
Ooh.
from LemonTio and take that first stock off the board as well.
Yeah, okay. So LemonTio fighting back, finding some breathing room, is able to at least even up the stock count. You're gonna be looking for a good couple strings here, try to rack on the damage before losing this first stock. See if the rage can play any factor in helping to kind of close that gap there. Ooh, okay, F-tilt is not quite gonna connect with that flash. Seeing some good hits. Yeah, there we go. Now LemonTio is starting to get some really good damage. The up tilt there is going to finally break the pressure. Jakal getting the center stage. Ooh, another up tilt there. He's been doing a really good job for Jakal this set, just kind of stuffing out any approaches from LemonTio, both grounded and aerial. So able to really get the control back in his favor is Jakal. And the back throw, that is going to send him off the top. So LemonTio down to what could be winner side stock here, but Jakal sitting at 80% right now. This is not undoable for Tio.
No, absolutely not. And I mean, 92 on the board. It's not a big mountain to climb, but it is a mountain to climb nonetheless. But now off stage now is Tio, able to get back on though, and right now they got to just find this stock like immediately, because at this point, they gotta just find, and the patience from Jakal, I feel like that's really keeping them in advantage. Back throw coming in, 36-51 on the board, just trying to find this stock early. Going for the back here, going for it all, missing twice. Up smash, sending Jakal in a weird angle. The jumping, everyone is jumping in the air, just trying to find their advantage, but Jakal is able to find a nair, trying to find a little bit more, sitting in shield. The up airs, like there was at least, I think, 3 going for the up smash, but the down smash should take it. 3-0. Jakal moving on to winners finals. Or grand finals, excuse me.
Oh, yeah. Even though the 3-0, you can still see the smiles on LemonTio's face, on Jakal's face too. This is just, a classic matchup between two guys that have been in the scene for years. Tio just, like you said, but at the end there, it's like the 3-4 up airs in a row. Like, yeah, if one of those hit, they would have killed. So I understand it. I see the vision, but Jakal was just playing way too patiently to get caught by that, unfortunately. So, yes, good on Jakal. Congratulations to him for the 3-0 victory here. A very solid one in winners finals to move on to Brand's winners side. But we are going to have to hop down to loser side to see who is going to get the honor of facing him. And we're going to have to start that out with our loser semis being Hayes and Ob McBob.
Ob McBob. We haven't seen him in top 8 yet, but he sure is very interesting to watch. Playing that Toon Link, and just so cool to watch. Love how he plays, and it'll be very, very interesting to see how he handles against Hayes.
Yeah, and Ob McBob has been the past couple months been on a tear, at least at Fusion, and just kind of in general, with these really good placements. We are going to be, we're going to be in for a treat. Ob McBob's really making a case for being a ranked player coming up in this current season. I'm going to be really curious to see how he's able to do against Hayes in. Well, unfortunately, this is still best of 3. I would love to see a best of 5 of this, but in a loser semis, a high pressure thing like this, I'm really curious as to how Ob McBob is going to be able to perform, especially with these expectations that he's setting up for himself.
Yeah, but I think he's used to this. Again, he's been to a lot of fusions. He's on stream a lot. I've personally seen him a lot on stream, so he's definitely used to that pressure, I feel. And Hayes, we saw them earlier. I think they can handle the pressure as well. So it will be interesting to see the mental fortitude of both these players. And, it could go to game 3. I very much could see that. That's going to be interesting to see and watch.
Yeah, but I do believe we are going to be running some quick ads while the players get set up. So first off, Collision Series, that is the group that is running today's Fusion. They also run a lot of other events, most notably Collision, which is going to be happening coming up in August this year. They're keystone in Tri-State Smash have been doing events in production and whatnot for events throughout the history of Smash Brothers, not just Ultimate, but really the whole series. So definitely give them a follow. You can follow them here on Twitch at Collision Series TV. Check them out on Twitter or YouTube, both at Collision Smash on Twitter, Collision Series on YouTube. Stay up to date with all the announcements, VODs, whatnots. Just follow a really good org.
And again, tonight, Fusion, every single Monday, 6 p.m. You got your singles bracket, rivals bracket, you got your redemption bracket as well. And you got access to all these arcades in New Jersey. Be there every single Monday. It's a great tournament series. It's a fantastic tournament series. They know how to put on a great tournament.
And speaking of great tournaments, we got another one coming up for you at the end of the year. It's going to be Ring Out happening in Akron, Ohio at the end of November. Notably, I believe week before Thanksgiving, if I'm doing my calendar correctly. So it's going to be a really available time for people to kind of come out. Doors at 8:30, then doubles and singles. It's going to be an all best of 5 event with $2,000 pop bonuses. So if you're in the Midwest area, you're not gonna want to miss on Ring Out.
Another huge tournament coming up in August, Collision 2025 at the Meadowlands Expo Center in New Jersey. Sign up are open right now. You can scan the QR code to register. You can check on the Twitter pages and see what's going on. But again, just a great major tournament to try to attend. Definitely, if you're in the Northeast, highly recommend. Just great atmosphere and great practice as well. So Collision 2025 coming up August 22nd through the 24th.
And I believe early bird registration for Collision is ending soon. It's either early bird or regular or something like that. So definitely don't wait. Sign up now. If you have to pay more because you waited, that's your own fault. But we are going to throw it to a quick break here while we continue to get set up for top 4 here. But don't go anywhere. When we come back, we're gonna kick it off with Bob McBob and Hayes.
試験官はついてこいって言っただけだもんね。
てめえとズミからな。